Um, Dating a trans girl. The do's and don'ts of dating a trans girl. First, if you're lucky enough to meet a trans girl and date a girl who transitioned, you should be happy with this. You should be really happy with this because you are getting somebody who's attempting to. You're kind of like piggybacking somebody on their way to like better their life. You know, and there's certain things about us. I wouldn't say they're necessarily better, but there are certain things about us that maybe appeal to certain people more than other people. For example, I was talking to my sis the other day, hey girl, and I was telling her like, you know, like she knew me before HRT, and I was a femboy. Sorry, mom, I was a femboy, and like I was already femme enough, and people really kind of were like, I was like not hiding it, you know, and so. And I did that deliberately so that when I transitioned, people were like kind of like in completely aghast. But then already being a very femme person and then throwing hormones into it and deciding to be like myself, like not repressing myself anymore, it just made me like ultra femme. Some guys aren't into that. Some guys will mock that. Some guys love that, right? And some guys love that in conjunction to a pre-op girl. One of the conundrums we walk into is that like most people who are attracted to us because we are pre-op, not because we are post-op. This is a very sad thing. This is wrong, but this is typically how it goes. So, I feel horrible saying that, but oftentimes, like when we are pre-op, we'll have dysphoria about various different things. So we'll have dysphoria about like our face, our genitalia. Like those are probably my two dysphoric things, my face and my genitalia. But you like us because of our genitalia, right? This is our selling point a lot of the time. Some girls don't have dysphoria, right? Some girls are like, you want to do role reversal? We'll do role reversal. I like it. All the power to them, right? All the power to you. No shame, no judgment. You know, you do you, you define you. And then some will not. Like I have literally like been somebody asking me to do that role reversal, and I just broke down crying. Right? I don't have a lot of experience, but I just broke down crying. There are other things like we will be very devoted to making it work, I think. You know, it is wrong to say that like being in a relationship for us is kind of like validation in society's eyes. You know, we're programmed with like transphobia, and then, you know, when we have a partner, it's kind of like, ha, see? I am human, you know? And that's wrong, but it kind of goes like that a bit. There's some other issues, like we may not want you to see us at certain times of the month. You know, like if we go for electrolysis, for example, we may not want you to see us, right? Some girls may not use their genitalia, right? Or they only use it. I'm kind of like, I only use it I have to use it in this way and that way, but not this way and not that way. Because I have to, because with dysphoria, it's very much like you're getting caught in between two worlds. You're getting caught between this world of dysphoria, this world of self-hatred, this world of like horrible depression, this world of like everything is like chop suey and wrong, and this world where it's like euphoric, you're happy, you're excited, you know, you want to be having sex involves using your genitalia with your partner, right? And you're excited, turned on, you're living your best life, and you get kind of caught between these two worlds. It can be very emotional. It can be very hard for us to find partners, right? We can go through horrible relationships, and then when we decide that we like someone, then it's like we just become like very attached. Like we want it to work. I feel like a lot of trans girls, whether they're dating other trans girls, they're dating women, they're dating guys, they want it to work. They're invested in it to work. Couples often play little games with each other, right? Like they will cut each other up a little bit. When you have dysphoria, and you kind of like start cutting that person with dysphoria, you cut deep and quick. And so if we suddenly just kind of like spaz out a bit, you kind of need to be understanding. We need to be also very public, right, with our relationships. We need to be like out and be visible. Like I had one boyfriend, and he would let me hold his hands on the street, he'd let me hang off his arm, he'd let me put my head on his shoulder on the train or in a cab or whatnot, right? And to me that was, or he would come to me for like different appointments or go with me to the mall or something, and to me that was monumental, right? Because I'd never met anybody yet, who allowed me to like be their girlfriend in the public eye, and sort of just get what a normal cis girl gets for granted, right? And that makes us vulnerable, and it puts us in a disposition. And a lot of the time in that disposition, we're easy to manipulate, right? We're easy to agitate. We draw a lot. The reason why we draw a lot of tranny chasers is probably because they want somebody that they can manipulate and put through the gears. This seems to be kind of my experience. In my experience, a lot of the people who I've met, just want somebody to manipulate and abuse. And I mean that in the very literal sense of the word. When it's like, all that we want is to be in a relationship and be happy. There's other issues, like we may not feel safe initially. We may break down crying during sex. There's so many things. It's hard to like address them all. But if I think of more, I'll come up with more. I have another date that I can talk about. I can't talk about like all of my dates because there's still people who are kind of like still live around me, and it happened recently or whatnot. And then there's some dates where it wasn't serious at all, but it was just kind of like completely screwy. I don't know, but I say if you find a trans girl and you're in a relationship with her, you're pretty fortunate, right? Because I think she will try to beat a real relationship into work submission, into something working and thriving. I'm retired, but I literally did the last vlog and then like kicked some more makeup on and did this vlog and changed my dress. But I work best when I'm tired sometimes. At least I think I do.